So this is APXTradez, and today we are going to be looking into how I use Rob Smith's The Strat and how I use that to decide price action and which direction price is going to go. Go over a couple more things, and before we get into that, let's take a look at this here disclaimer. So today I am going to be talking about how I use Strat to determine price action and how I've been able to use that to become a full-time option swing trader. So if you want to find breakouts like these ones right here, all of these I've been able to put up on the X, so make sure you guys go check that out. And yeah, we're looking into finding some more. I'll keep you guys interested, and yeah, we'll talk about how I was able to find all these. But yeah, here we go. Dive right into that. Alright, so today I am going to explain to you guys what is price action. And I want to say simply put, but some people would say that is quite literally the story of buyers and sellers. So with that in mind, let's get that stuff moved up there. We'll put that up there. All right, price action. That is quite literally the action that price is taking at that time. So that's going to be, if price is going up, that's the action of the price. It's moving up. If it's going down, that is the action of price. And that is based off of who's winning the battle of buyers and sellers. So I'm going to pull up an example here where you're going to see that buyers and sellers cannot determine here and here which way they want to go. And we are going to call those consolidation ranges. And that's going to be this right here, this little flat section. That's a consolidation range. So you're going to see here that buyers, the green bars, are kind of going up, sellers kind of bringing it back down. There's a battle going out. They can't decide which direction it's going. That's why it's going flat. Same thing here. It's kind of up and down, but all staying in that same little area, and that's that consolidation range right there. But then you're going to have this huge green bar. That right there is pure price action. That is the action of price going straight up. And what I'm going to be doing today is teaching you guys how to use the Strat to determine price action and when it's going to break out like that and shoot straight up, or in some cases shoot straight down, etc. You get the idea. Right here you're going to see that reversal. That's just going to be a little bit. It's going to go flat again. Sellers are coming in right here. You're going to see pure price action. That's going to be another sell-off right there. Sellers are saying they don't want to go up. They build that range right here, and then boom, go straight up again, breakout. So what we're going to be using today, learning today, is how to use the Strat to determine what price action is. And yet again, just to reiterate, that is quote unquote what some people would call the story of buyers and sellers. And basically that's just which way is price moving. Is it going up or is it going down? So yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, so let's chat about this. We're going to be talking today, we just talked recently about price action, what it is, and that's just the action that price is taking, whether that's going up or down. So who's winning between the buyers and the sellers. Now we're going to be talking about how we'll incorporate some of the basics of the Strat to decide which direction it's going to go. So first things first, let's learn the true heart of Rob Smith's The Strat. If you want to look more into that, just look up online Rob Smith The Strat. You can find it anywhere. There's all kinds of stuff about this. But yeah, so first things first, on some of the basics, we're going to talk about what a 1 bar, 2 bar, and a 3 bar are. A 1 bar is right here labeled, and then I have an indicator just to show these. I'll make another video at some point in time and link it down below for you guys to see indicators I use, formations, etc. I'll make a bunch of different videos, so this is just the first one. But yeah, so on this indicator for now, we'll talk about a 1 bar, and that's going to be where the previous day's high and the previous day's low entirely engulfs this bar. So it's going to be a sign of consolidation and indecisiveness for price action. So you don't really know which way it's going to go. Not a whole lot of volume that day, most likely. That's why it's staying in between those two sides. So it's a sign of low volume, indecisiveness, and consolidation. Buyers and sellers don't really know which way it's going to go at that point in time. So your next one is going to be a 2-bar, and then actually just going again, I'll show you a couple more examples here. You can see the day's previous high or previous low, previous high are above, entirely engulf this candlestick. Another example here for that one. Previous day's low, previous day's high entirely engulf that candle. Yet again, it's a sign of consolidation and indecisiveness. Your next bar, it's going to be a 2-bar, is considered a directional bar. Some people call that a breakout bar. That's more advanced stuff. We'll talk about that later on. But yeah, so for now, we'll just talk about why a 2-bar is a directional bar. And that's just a 2-bar is considered to a directional bar because it is picking a direction. And a 2-bar can go two different ways. It can be a 2-bar up or a 2-bar down. And I'll show you the different examples here with this. You'll see how that's a red 2 and this is a green 2. So on a green 2-bar, that's going to be where your high of that candlestick is higher than the previous day's high. So it's going to be picking a direction going up. On a 2-bar down, you're going to notice that its low is lower than the previous day's low. So that's just going to be a sign that it's going down, or it's a sign that it's going up. Yet again, the 2-bar up, your high is higher than the previous day's high. And then on a 2-bar down, your low, most importantly, is lower than the previous day's low. So you're picking a direction going down. So that's why those right there are called directional bars. They're just picking a direction going one way or the other. Next, you're going to have a 3-bar. That's a sign of extreme volatility. Buyers and sellers are both going crazy, and I'll show you why. That right there is going to be also, just so you know, it's called an outside bar. Most people just call it a 3 on that one. And you'll notice here, labeled 3, 3, 3, etc. So on a 3-bar, that day on that candlestick, its low and its high are both going to be further than the previous day's one. So its high is higher than the previous day's high, and its low is higher than lower than the previous day's low. So it entirely engulfs that previous day's candle. So the exact opposite of a 1. Yet again here, it doesn't have to be, so on 3s and 1s, it doesn't have to just be a 1 and a 3. There is no correlation whatsoever. There is no specific order. Any number can come after the 1, vice versa, for 3s also. So on this 3 right here, you'll notice there was a 1 day ahead of time. Its high entirely engulfs that previous day's high. Its low entirely engulfs that previous day's low. And that's why it is a sign of extreme volatility. You'll notice down here with my volume indicator that on this 3-day, on this 3-day, on this 3-day, it's always up. Extreme volatility, both buyers and sellers are going crazy on both ends. That's why it entirely engulfs the previous day. But yeah, so those are just the 3 different kinds of bars that are going to be involved in the strat. So for this next part, I'm going to be talking to you about 2 different setups that you can look for. One's called a 2-1-2 continuation, as listed above and on the page there, and then one's called a 3-1-2 reversal. These aren't the only ones that are in Rob Smith's The Strat. There's all kinds of stuff. There's evening stars, morning stars. There's 1-3 rev strats. There's so many different ones, but these are just 2 that I think are very relative, and I think in this case are very informative, and we can use it just to really prove a point on how to use price action just to determine use the strat to determine price action and determine which direction price is going to go. So with that in mind, let's find a 2-1-2. So right here, you're going to see a 2 up, a 1 day, and then another 2 up. So even though this is a red candle, it's still 2 up, again, because previous day's high and your day's high, this high is higher than the previous day's high. That's why that is a 2 up. So right here, this is a 2-1-2 continuation, and you'll notice here that price will say starts here, moves all the way up to 444. and it started at 418. And also, just so you guys know, top left up here, this is Tesla. You'll see that I'm using TradingView. Yet again, I'll put a link eventually of everything I'm using and all that stuff, and I'll make a post on all that too as well. But in this case, we're just talking about the 212 continuation, and you'll notice here that this 2 engulfs that one. You'll notice you have an inside day, which shows indecisiveness, and then boom, you have another 2 up. As you can see, your sign there was a 2-1, so now you're looking for a 2-1-2 continuation there. So you can find that with this one, it stayed true to that, and then another time that we're going to be finding a 3-1-2. Another one that I like to look for is a 3-1-2, and that's why I say this one day is so important, is it does signal for certain setups like that. And for example, we'll find this 3-1-2 here. So you're gonna have this extremely volatile day. It's a 3-day yet again, because your high engulfs the previous day's high and your low engulfs the previous day's low. And then on this one right here, you're gonna see you have a 1 day, you are inside the previous day's high, inside the previous day's low. And what comes after that? You're gonna have a 2. It's a reversal. What direction is that gonna tell you? That's gonna tell you that price is going down, so the direction's going down, and boom, you have a 2 down. So that's gonna be a 3-1-2 reversal. That's another one that you can look for. We'll go to CRS here. On this indicator, you're gonna see here all of these signs, and then boom, we are going to have this right here. So you're gonna have your price has been going up. You're gonna have your 3-day extremely volatile. This is Carpenter. This is the one I was using from the beginning. And just to show that 3-1-2 setup again, you're gonna see that 3 extremely volatile day. You can have an inside day. It's green. You think everything's dandy, but you know it's a 3-1-2 reversal. You've been looking for this. You've trained. You've practiced. You've paper traded. Boom, price goes down. That is a 2 down right there. Your next one that you're looking for is a 2-1-2 continuation, and yet again, that can go both ways. So you can have a 2 down, a 1 inside day. What's your next one? You know that's continuation. That is going to be a 2 down. Yet again, your low is lower than your previous day's low. Next, let's look for another 2-1-2 continuation right here. 2 down, 1, 2 down. Let's see here, another 2-1-2 continuation. You have a 2 up. So right here, your high is higher than the previous day's high. Your low inside, you're gonna have a 1 day. You have been engulfed by the previous day's high and the previous day's low. Boom. You know what to look for. You've been practicing 2-1-2 continuation. Boom, price goes up, your previous high. And that's how you are going to be able to use some basic structures like the 2-1-2 continuation or the 3-1-2 reversal to figure out what is happening with price and how to determine price action. Like I said and mentioned before, I will put a link at some point in time in the comment section below or in the bio of this, and it'll attach either a chart or just a playlist of different ways or different strats that you can look for using Rob Smith's the Strat, or different setups that you can use for using Rob Smith's the Strat. So yeah, that's how you can use 2-1-2 continuations and a 3-1-2 reversal. All right, and lastly, we are going to talk about Rob Smith's time frame continuity and that how he uses that within the strat to just confirm price action basically, and just which direction it's going to go. So something that you can look at is you can look across your different charts, which is going to be, you know, your hourly, 4-hourly, daily, and then look at all that. I got all this stuff up here. We'll move all that. Got this weekly, you know, your monthly, etc. And those are all different time frames, and what you're going to look for in time frame continuity is right here. You'll notice that last bar, that's a red bar. Okay, you'll notice on your weekly, red bar. You'll notice on your daily, red bar, and then we'll just go to hourly, red bar. So that right there is what you could say is time frame continuity. In every single time frame, direction is going down, so price is going down, and that's how you can kind of confirm price action. Right now on Tesla, it looks like price is currently going down based off of time frame continuity, strictly because across all different time frames, you're watching it going down. And that's just for your trend right then at that time. That doesn't always necessarily, it's not an end all be all, but it's just a good way to kind of determine which way it's going and how to use time frame continuity, and just to see it across all the different boards. You can see it there, how on each one of these it's just going down. I actually have an indicator here. It looks like it's kind of covered up by my face, which I can move here really quickly. Whoops. We'll just put me back in there for a second. We'll get all that fixed up later on. But anyways, we have this right here. You'll see that indicator in my top right hand corner, and basically what that is just an easy way to be able to tell which direction it's going across. And you'll see once it loads, we'll pull up a SoFi one that I'm currently in, and then you'll notice that it's showing all green. So basically you got green here on your daily. We'll come to your hourly, which is what that is. You got your green here. Come to your weekly, you got your green there, and then your monthly, you got green there. So time frame continuity, you're showing that price is going up because it's going up across all 4 time frames. So that's just another good way to see that. And yeah, that's how you would use Rob Smith's the Strat and time frame continuity. So just to confirm what price action is doing at that time. And yet again, that's just which direction price is going. So yeah. All in all, that's going to be that final conclusive part. Thanks for watching. And then finally here, we're just going to do a little conclusion of everything that we have gone over. It's going to be price action, and that's just what direction that price is going, the story of who's winning right now. Buyers winning and price is going up. You're getting a nice green bar. Are sellers winning and price is going down? You're getting a little red bar, you know? Next is we talked about just some of the basics of the Strat, and that is what's a 1 bar, what's a 2 bar, what's a 3 bar. You know, how does that decide and how does that help you confirm which way direction's going? Next, we talk about some pretty basic setups that you can look for, like a 2-1-2 continuation, a 3-1-2 reversal, etc. And then, like I said, none of this is a end all, be all. This is all just to kind of help you get a good idea of which way direction's going to go, and just kind of help you determine how to make your trade and where to place your trades and confidently and all that. And then finally, we talked about time frame continuity, which is just, can you confirm that that price is going in the same direction across multiple time frames? And that can change for what your goal is, whether you're a day trader or a swing trader or just a long-term investor. You would change your time frames across that, and then I'll open up a little blog and I can write some articles and all that stuff on which way and how you would do each thing, etc., and how you would do that. And but for now, we're just gonna conclude with this and just say good luck and go be a successful trader. You know, go make some money. Let's go chase the rockets, baby.